I want you to remember the quiet joy. It's not screaming excitement. That maybe came earlier, when you first got news, whatever the news was. This is a deeper feeling than just excitement. This is peace, the kind of wealth that permeates everything. Stay in this memory. Let it get richer, more detailed. Notice what your future self noticed in this moment. What do you hear? Welcome to the Reality Revolution. Today's activation is remembering your future. What if there was a completely different way to visualize your future? What if instead of trying to imagine something you've never experienced, you could simply remember something that's already happened on another timeline? I know that sounds paradoxical. Stay with me. Because what you're about to experience is a revolutionary approach to manifestation and reality creation. We're going to explore visualization through an entirely new lens. Not as construction, but as memory recall. Not as imagination, but as accessing actual experiences from your future self on a parallel timeline. And the difference between these two approaches isn't just semantic, it's neurological, it's quantum. It's the difference between trying to become someone and remembering who you already are. This is the remembering your future activation. It's not a meditation in the traditional sense. You don't need to sit still or close your eyes, though you can if you prefer. This is consciousness technology. This is an activation that works whether you're actively engaged or in a relaxed state. You can listen while walking, driving, working, or simply being. What matters is that you're open to experiencing a powerful new way to work with visualization, one that feels natural, effortless, and deeply resonant with your nervous system. Let's be honest about something that most manifestation teachers won't tell you. Visualization is hard, really hard. You sit down with your best intentions. You've read Neville Goddard, you've studied Joe Dispenza. You understand the concept intellectually. You know you're supposed to see your desired reality clearly, feel it deeply, and sustain it long enough for it to impress upon your subconscious mind. So you close your eyes, you try to construct this perfect image, your dream house, financial abundance, the relationship you desire. But here's what actually happens. You strain, the images are fuzzy, they're incomplete. You're building it piece by piece, like you're trying to assemble furniture without instructions. You wonder if you're doing it right. You question whether the details matter. Should the house be brick or wood? What color are the walls? How many windows? And even when you manage to construct something that seems clear, there's this nagging voice in the back of your mind saying, you're just making this up. This isn't real. You're pretending. And you know what? That voice is right. You're making it up. You're pretending. And that's exactly why it doesn't work. Your brain is brilliant. It knows the difference between something you're constructing and something you're remembering. Your nervous system knows when you're forcing something versus when you're accessing something that actually exists in your experience. Traditional visualization asks you to be an architect of something you've never seen, never touched, never lived. It's like asking someone who's never tasted chocolate to perfectly imagine the flavor, or asking someone who's never heard music to visualize a symphony. They can try, but it's always going to be a pale, unconvincing approximation. What makes it even harder is the very act of trying to visualize from a place of lack reinforces the lack. When you're straining to see something you don't have, you are training your nervous system to feel the absence of it. Every time you struggle to maintain the image, you're confirming to your subconscious that this reality is distant, difficult, not yet yours. I'm not saying visualization doesn't work. It can. But it's the hard path. It's like trying to learn a language by memorizing random words instead of through immersion. It's effortful, exhausting, and most people, it simply doesn't create the identity shifts that true manifestation requires. So what if there was a completely different approach? What if instead of trying to imagine your future, you could simply remember it? Here's what quantum physics tells us. I'm talking about actual physics here, not metaphysical speculation. All possible timelines exist simultaneously. It's not a New Age philosophy. This is the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. This is what the math points to. Right now, in this eternal moment, there's a version of you living in your dream home. There is a version of you experiencing complete financial freedom. There's a version of you in vibrant health, deeply in love, traveling the world, creating the art you've always wanted to create, leading the life you've always known was possible. These aren't projections. They're not someday or maybe. They're present tense realities existing on different frequencies, different probability distributions within the quantum field. Your future self is not a fantasy you're creating. It's an actual consciousness with actual experiences, living an actual life on a timeline that exists right now, parallel to this one. And here's where it gets really interesting, where the science and the mystical converge. You have access to their memories. Think about how memory actually works in your brain. When you remember something from your past, let's say a birthday party from your childhood, you're not constructing it, you're accessing it. The neural pathways are already there. The sensory information is stored. Your brain simply retrieves it. You don't have to work at remembering what you had for breakfast this morning. You don't have to strain to recall the face of someone you love. You don't have to wonder if you're doing it right. Memory flows naturally, easily, with vivid sensory detail. Your brain is brilliant at memory. It's been doing it your entire life. It's automatic, effortless, and natural. Here's the crucial insight. Unlike imagination, which your nervous system knows is constructed, hypothetical, not real, memory feels real. Because it is real, it happened. Your brain treats it as actual experience. So what happens when you access memories from your future self? What happens when instead of imagining prosperity, you remember the specific moment you first realized money was no longer a concern? When instead of visualizing your dream home, you recall the morning you woke up there for the first time. Your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between a memory from your past and a memory from your future timeline. Think about that. To you, your nervous system, a vividly recalled experience is an actual experience. There's no need for faith or belief. It's done. It happened, regardless of whether it happened yesterday or it's happening now on a parallel timeline. This is how the brain works. Studies on memory reconsolidation show that when you vividly recall an experience, your brain activates the same neural networks as when the experience originally occurred. Your body releases the same neurochemicals. Your nervous system responds as if it's happening now. So when you remember your future, when you access the actual memories of your future self living the life you desire, you're not pretending, you're not constructing, you're integrating actual experience from another timeline. This rewrites your identity at the deepest level. You're not trying to become someone. You're remembering who you already are on another timeline. And that memory becomes part of your actual experience, encoded in your nervous system, shaping your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors automatically. Neville Goddard talked about living in the end, about assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That is that. But taken to another level entirely, you're not assuming, you're remembering. You're not imagining the end, you're accessing memories from the timeline where it's already done. You're remembering when. This is the difference between affirmations, which your brain knows are statements about something that may not be true, and memories, which your brain treats as reality. In a few moments, I'm going to guide you through accessing specific memories from your future self. We're going to move through different domains of your life: prosperity, your dream home, freedom, love, health, and travel. Here's what I need you to understand. You're not going to try to create these images. You're going to allow them to emerge the same way a memory of your childhood emerges when someone mentions a song from that time. Your future self has lived these moments. They're stored in the quantum field. Your job is simply to tune in and remember. Now, this will be more effective for people that have done my future self meditation. I have a future self meditation and a future self sleep meditation, as well as a future self activation. I'm going to activate this now, but if you have done those in the past, it will enhance this effect. Some of you will see clear images, some will feel sensations, some will just have a knowing. All of these are valid. Memory doesn't come always in pictures. Sometimes it's a feeling in your body. Sometimes it's a scent or a sound that carries an entire experience. Trust what comes. Don't force it. You're not inventing. You're discovering. And as you remember these future moments, your brain begins to treat them as actual memories. Your identity shifts to include these experiences. You begin to think, feel, and act as the person who has already lived these moments. This is how you collapse the timeline, not by trying to become someone else, but by remembering who you already are. So let's begin. Let's take a deep breath. You don't need to close your eyes unless you want to. Just bring your awareness to this moment, to the space around you, to the energy you're in right now. And recognize something. Your future self is not separate from you. They're not distant. They exist on a timeline that's running parallel to this one, and you have the capacity to tune into their frequency. With each breath, feel yourself settling into this expanded version of you. Your awareness encompasses both your present experience and your future memories. They're all here, all now, existing simultaneously in the quantum field. Take a moment to focus in on your actual greatest timeline. And we're tuning into that future self that exists within this timeline. Let's begin with prosperity. I want you to tune into a very specific memory from your future. Not a general sense of wealth, but a precise moment. The moment when they first realized that money was no longer a concern. The moment when the weight of financial stress completely lifted away. This is a memory that exists. It exists within the field. It exists through your future self. And if you tune into it right now, your future self lived this moment. It's stored in the quantum field in the probability wave of your highest timeline. You don't have to create it. Just tune into it. Just ask internally, what does my future self remember about this moment? Don't force anything. Just wait with curiosity, with openness. Open yourself up. It might come as an image or feeling. You might see where you were when this happened. Maybe you're looking at your bank account and the number you see is so much higher than you expected. Maybe you're holding a check and your hands are trembling slightly because you can't quite believe it's real. Maybe you're sitting in a room in your home, maybe at your desk, maybe in your kitchen with morning light streaming through the windows. Let the specifics come. What are you wearing? This detail matters because it makes it real. You in comfortable clothes? Business attire, pajamas? What time of day is it? Early morning and everything is quiet? Afternoon? What season is it? Can you see outside? Is there snow? Are the trees green? Are the leaves falling? Feel the sensation in your body. This is where it gets powerful because your body doesn't lie. There's this incredible lightness, isn't there? That exhale of relief that you've been holding for years, maybe decades. Your shoulders drop. Your jaw unclenches. Your breath deepens and slows. I want you to remember thinking, it is done. I am free. I'm actually free. See, what's happening is we're accessing a different part of your brain. It makes this visualizing much easier. If there are people out there that claim they cannot visualize, but you can actually remember things, this is what I'm trying to get at. I want you to remember the quiet joy. It's not screaming excitement. That maybe came earlier, when you first got news, whatever the news was. This is a deeper feeling than just excitement. This is peace, the kind of wealth that permeates everything. Stay in this memory. Let it get richer, more detailed. Notice what your future self noticed in this moment. What do you hear? Is there music playing? What do you smell? Your future self remembers thinking about the version of you that worried so much, that stayed up at night anxious about bills, about whether it would work out, about whether you were making the right choices. There's this tender compassion for that version of you, because they didn't know yet. They couldn't see what you can see from this vantage point, that it was always going to work out. The memory is real. Your future self lived this as you remembered it. As you allow yourself to fully inhabit it, you're not just witnessing, you're integrating. This experience is becoming part of your actual memory bank, encoded in your nervous system. Feel the gratitude your future self felt in this moment. Let it wash through you. The awareness that everything you need to get here, you did. Every uncomfortable decision, every leap of faith, every time you said yes when logic said no. And from this place of remembering prosperity, from having this memory in your actual experience, you naturally make different choices. You think differently about money. You relate to it the way someone who has the money relates to it. You're not grasping anymore. You're not desperate. You think about opportunities differently. You invest differently. You spend differently. Not recklessly, but from abundance rather than scarcity. This is remembering. This actually happened on another timeline, and as you integrate this memory, your identity shifts to match the person who lived it. Now let's shift to another memory. Your future self is in your dream home. Not imagining it, living in it. I want you to tune into a very specific morning, the first time you woke up in this new space, the first day you slept there, and the reality of it really hitting you. That moment when you opened your eyes and thought, this is mine. I actually live here. Let the memory come. Don't construct it. Where are you? What room? Where are you in the bedroom? The morning light is filtering through curtains or blinds. What color is that light? Slowly, the way your future self did that morning, look around. Your eyes adjust to being awake. What's the first thing you see? Maybe it's the ceiling. What does it look like? High? Is there detailed molding? Is it simple and clean? You're lying here still half in that space between sleep and waking, and you remember where you are. And there's this rush of joy, of disbelief that it's already starting to transform into something more permanent. Pride, satisfaction, belonging. Now sit up, feel the quality of the mattress beneath you, the texture of the sheets. Stand up, your feet touch the floor. What does it feel like? Hardwood that's slightly cool? Plush carpet? Heated floors? It's your dream home. Walk through the space. Your future self did this that first morning, just wandering, touching things, claiming it. Everything feels fresh and new. Maybe you walk to the window first and look out. What do you see? A garden? Trees? Ocean? Mountains? It's your dream home. Whatever it is, it's the view you wake up to every morning now. Walk through the room. Notice everything. The quality of light. Is it natural light from big windows? What's on the walls? Art that you chose? Move into the next space. Maybe it's a hallway. Maybe you walk straight into a main living area. What's the layout of this place? Open concept? Separate rooms? Find yourself in the kitchen. This might be your favorite room. Look around slowly. What are the countertops made of? Marble? Granite? Stone? Butcher block? Run your hand along them. They're cool and smooth. What color are the cabinets? Open the refrigerator. It's stocked with food you love, food that nourishes you. Make yourself coffee or tea, whatever your ritual is. Your future self knows where everything is. The mugs are in this cabinet. The coffee is here. Take your cup and walk to your favorite spot. Maybe it's a window seat. Maybe it's a balcony or patio. Sit down. Hold the warm cup in your hands. Notice something specific, maybe a piece of furniture you found. Feel that gratitude, the disbelief, the awe that you actually made this happen. That the version of you who was living somewhere else, somewhere that didn't quite fit, who was dreaming about this, that version of you would be so proud. Breathe in the air of this space. Every place has a particular scent, and this one smells like home. Maybe it's the coffee you're drinking. Maybe it's fresh flowers. This is your sanctuary, your heaven. The place where you get to be completely yourself. Walk through this space one more time. Touch things. This is real. It exists in your memory. And as you integrate this memory, as you allow it to become part of your actual experience, you start making different choices. You start preparing for this space. You start releasing what doesn't belong there. You start saying yes to opportunities that bring you closer to it. You start acting like someone who already lives in their dream home. Now let's access a memory of pure freedom. I want you to understand what I mean by freedom here. I'm talking about freedom as your natural state. Freedom to do what you want when you want. Your future self lives in this freedom, and there's a specific moment, a moment when they first really felt it, really recognized it, that we're going to access that now. It might be a Tuesday afternoon. That's what makes it powerful. It's not some special occasion, it's a regular day. But you're doing exactly what you want to do, when you want to do it, with no obligation, no one to answer to, no schedule imposed by anyone else. Let this memory come. What are you doing? Maybe you're reading a book in a hammock. Maybe you're creating something, painting, writing, making music. Maybe it's even simpler than that. Maybe it's just the moment you woke up and realized you didn't have to check the time. No alarm had jolted you awake. No schedule was pulling at you. Feel what that feels like. Really feel it. Your time is yours. Your future self remembers this overwhelming sense of sovereignty. Their life finally belongs to them. Let the details come. Where are you physically? Indoors, outdoors? What's the temperature like? Notice the quality of this freedom. It's not restless. It's not that anxious, grasping kind of freedom. You're not checking your phone compulsively. Your future self remembers feeling this incredible trust. You trust yourself to use this freedom well. You can just make spontaneous decisions. You decide to drive somewhere you've never been, you can do it at any time. And there's no guilt. No voice saying you should be doing something else, being somewhere else, optimizing every moment. This is just pure presence. That's what it is. Feel what that feels like in your body. There's this relaxation, this openness. Your shoulders are loose, your jaw is unclenched. You're here, now, free. Your future self remembers looking around at wherever they were in this moment, thinking, this is what I was working toward. Not just the money or the success, this sovereignty, this peace, this ability to just be. Feel the deep satisfaction because you know you created this. This is how your future self lives every day. As you remember this, as you integrate this memory, your present self starts claiming the same freedom. You start saying no without guilt. You start protecting your time. You start living like someone who's already free, because you are. On the timeline we're integrating, you already are. Now let's shift now to love. I want you to tune into a very specific memory where your future self felt deeply, profoundly loved, seen, cherished, and safe. This might be romantic love, it might be friendship, it might be a moment with family, it might even be a moment with yourself, feeling your own love for yourself in a way you never had before. Let whatever wants to come, come. Don't force it toward one type of love or another. Just ask, what does my future self remember about feeling truly loved? And wait, let the memory surface. You're in a moment of pure connection. Let it emerge naturally. Who's there with you? Are you alone? Let's say someone's with you. Notice who it is. You don't have to see their face clearly if that doesn't come. Notice where you are. What are you doing? Maybe you're laughing about something. Maybe you're in a comfortable silence. Your future self remembers the relief of this, the way it changed everything to feel this supported, this seen. Notice how your body feels in this memory. Your breathing is easy. Your future self remembers, thinking this is what love is supposed to feel like. This is love that makes you more yourself, love that sees your potential and reflects it back to you. Love that doesn't need you to be fixed or changed or improved, love that says you're it, just as you are. Feel the physical comfort. You're seeing yourself clearly, and instead of the harsh criticism you used to carry, there's just tenderness, appreciation. Your future self remembers being surprised by this, surprised by that love, that it could feel this good. They remember what real love feels like, and they won't accept anything less. This is their life now. They don't accept breadcrumbs. They don't stay in relationships that diminish them. They don't tolerate being treated as less than. And this changes everything about what you'll accept. Feel this standard integrating into your present self. You're no longer desperate. You're not grasping. You know what love looks like. You've lived it, and you'll wait for that. Now tune into a memory of vibrant health, a moment when your future self felt completely alive in their body, strong, energized, and clear. At home in their physical form in a way they've never been before. Let this memory come. Maybe it's during movement, running, dancing, hiking. Maybe it's waking up after a perfect night's sleep. Maybe it's a random moment when you caught your reflection in a window or a mirror and stopped because you didn't recognize yourself for a second. You look different. Notice how your body feels. Really notice. Start with your feet. They're strong and grounded. Your ankles, calves, there's no pain, no stiffness. Your knees feel solid. Move up through your thighs and hips. There's power there, strength. When you move easily. Your lower back, maybe this is where you used to hold tension or pain, but in this memory, it's fine and strong. Your belly is soft and relaxed, not held tight. Your shoulders feel how they sit, relaxed, not hunched forward, not carrying the weight of the world. Your jaw is unclenched. Your face is relaxed. There's this vitality running through you. this aliveness, this radiance. You're not fighting your body, you're in partnership with it. Your future self remembers being grateful for this, not taking it for granted the way you maybe did when you were younger. Really feeling appreciation for what this body can do. You remember the choices that you made that led here. You started listening to your body instead of overriding it. You started eating food that nourished you instead of numbed you. You started moving because it felt good, not because you hated how you looked. And it wasn't perfect. You didn't become some different person. You just started treating yourself like someone you loved. Your future self remembers how this health affected everything else. How much easier it was to make good decisions when you felt good. How much more patient you were with people. Feel what it feels like, this trust in your physical form. Your future self thinks differently about food now. Not as a reward or punishment, something to be controlled or feared, but as fuel, as pleasure, as nourishment. You think differently about movement. You think differently about rest. As you remember this, as you integrate this memory of vibrant health, your present self begins to make those same choices naturally. Not from willpower or discipline, but from love, from remembering how good it feels to feel good. Now choose any other memory, any memory that comes to you. Maybe this is a trip that you go on, an experience that you have. Allow your future self to give you this memory. It could be something you never thought was possible. Open yourself up to it. Feel it as deeply as you possibly can. Remember it. Now let all these memories settle. Don't hold on to any particular one. All of this is your future self's lived experience. And because you exist on multiple timelines simultaneously, because the field contains all possibilities, it's your lived experience now too. Feel the weight of that. Your nervous system has been encoded with these experiences. They're in your memory bank now. Your brain has treated them as real. Your identity has expanded to include them. When your identity shifts, everything shifts. Your thoughts, your feelings. You are the person who has prosperity, who lives in their dream home, who experiences freedom, love, health, adventure. Not someday, not in some distant future, now. On the timeline, you're collapsing into your present reality. Think about what this means practically. When you face a financial decision, you won't make it from scarcity. You'll make it from abundance. When you interact with your current living space, you'll treat it like someone who's preparing for their dream home. When you consider your schedule, you'll protect your freedom. When you choose to eat, you'll choose from the memory of vibrant health. Every choice you make from this place reinforces this new identity. Every thought, every action, every decision. Take a deep breath. And another. Feel yourself fully present wherever you are right now, in your body, in this space, in this moment. But you're not the same person who started this. Something fundamental has shifted. You've remembered your future. You've integrated experiences that shift your identity at the deepest level. These aren't just nice ideas or interesting concepts. These are actual memories now encoded in your nervous system. Your brain has processed them as real experiences. As you move through the rest of your day and into tomorrow, notice how you think differently about these areas of your life. Notice the decisions you make from this new place of remembering rather than seeking. Notice how it feels to approach your goals not as things to achieve, but as memories to access. Not as destinations to reach, but as realities you're tuning into. When doubt comes up, and it will, because your current reality hasn't fully caught up yet, don't fight it, just remember. Ask yourself, what does my future self remember about this? And let the answer come. When you're making a choice about money, pause and remember the moment of financial freedom. Feel it. Let it inform your decision. When you're in your current space, remember what your dream home feels like. Treat your current space with the same care. When you're scheduling your time, remember that feeling of sovereignty. Protect it. When you're considering a relationship, remember what real love feels like. When you're choosing what to put in your body or how to move, remember the feeling of vibrant health. When you're planning your future, remember the expansion available to you. This is consciousness technology. This is timeline collapse. And the beautiful thing is you can return to this practice anytime. This activation is always here for you. Anytime you catch yourself straining to visualize, just shift the frame. Instead of what do I want to create, ask, what is my future self for my perfect timeline remember about this? Instead of trying to imagine from nothing, access the memory that already exists on another timeline. Let the answer come. Trust what emerges. Integrate the memory. That's how you close the gap. These memories are yours. They've always been yours. You're just remembering what you already know on another timeline. And as you remember, as you integrate, as you make choices from this new identity, the timeline collapses. What existed on a parallel track starts bleeding through into this one. The probability waves start collapsing around this new identity. Welcome to your future. You've been here all along. You're just remembering it now. If you have a desire to take your consciousness to a deeper level, then join the Reality Revolution community at skool.com, skool.com/Reality Revolution. We have exclusive content, amazing weekly group sessions, and an incredible community. And I hope to see and meet you there. Join me for a brand new live in-person event. Tickets are still available and discounted rooms are still available as of the moment of this episode. In Newark, New Jersey on February 27th through March 1st, an amazing 3-day event designed to shift you into your greatest timeline. You can still buy tickets at www.brianscotlive.com/February-2026. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com, and welcome to The Reality Revolution. I am so excited to finally announce our newest event, 4 days in Maui, Hawaii, the ultimate timeline shift. This is a completely new event. It's not like the other events we've done. This is 4 days instead of 3. This is an advanced workshop. We will open activating your pineal gland. We will awaken energy centers. We will do the bliss body meditation. We will meet the higher self, quantum jump into your dream life. You'll meet your future self. You will learn how to navigate this new version of you, connect to your quantum heart, remember your future. We will discuss large sums of money, love, and we will activate the new earth. This is a more advanced version of our initial workshops that we've done. We're holding the event at the Maui Westin, which I'm so excited about. I've stayed there like 6 times. It's one of my favorite hotels in Maui, right there on Kaanapali Beach. As soon as we're done, you can go out and enjoy the most amazing beach right there off the hotel. It's beautiful. The sunsets are amazing. It's one of my favorite places in the world. And it was my dream to hold an event here. And so this is going to be a very special experience. We have booked a limited number of rooms that you can get on a discount. And there is an early bird pricing at $997 for 4 days. That's amazing. So now is the time to get a ticket. I hope to see you there. I know that I've talked to many of you that are excited to come to this event. I want to combine the incredible peace and high vibration of Maui with these immersive meditative experiences into what will be the most profound transformational experience of your entire life. I can't wait to see you there. Once again, the event will be in Maui, Hawaii at the Maui Westin on May 14th through the 17th. The link is www.brianscotlive.com/May-2026.